right, fellas, let's get right to the business. I got a question for E. E, what's your thoughts on this new rule of the 65 game eligibility that you need to play to receive awards or for contract awards? What's your thoughts on that? There seems to be a big issue with that with the players right now.
I think it's sad. It's sad that the NBA had come to this. But not only the players, but the teams, organizations brought this upon themselves. Because back in the day, I mean, you didn't have to do something like this to get guys to want to play 82 games, or at least play majority of the games, I should say. So within the past 10 years, I mean, you've seen a steady decline of the amount of guys that even reach 82 games. I think last year it was only like 5 or 6 players, something like that, something crazy, that actually play 82 games out of all of the NBA players. And so I think they're trying to figure out a way to make sure that you get the stars out there on the court playing in these games, because obviously it drives revenue to see the star players play and whatnot. So I have no issues with them doing this rule to make sure to give some sort of incentive to make these guys, if you want the accolades, you need to show up and play the game. You can't sit out half the season and then have statistics that go up because of it and whatnot. So that's my thoughts on that. I'll see what you guys got to say and what you think about it, Ron.
Hey, moderator, can I choose violence?
I didn't know you asked for that option. I thought that was an option for you all day. I thought you
All
chose
right.
violence every day.
Every time.
You know, because E try to like defer to other people to say the nonsense. So I got a question for you, E.
What's that?
Who are some players that come to your mind of why this rule was enforced?
I think the first one that comes to mind is Kawhi. I think everybody thinks about that with the time that he's taken off with load management. I know some people think of LeBron in this case as well.
It ain't some. It's a lot.
Fair.
Load management.
So, I mean, if you got star players, leading the way in load management and sitting out, everybody else going to follow suit, which is why you only got 5 to 10 players playing all 82 games every year.
Marlon,
I mean,
what's your thoughts on the players now complaining about it?
To be honest, the only complaint you should have if you had a legitimate injury. If you had a legitimate injury where you were not cleared by medical staff, but you still did enough work in the time you were allotted while healthy to qualify for an award or you balled out, yeah, you should have a legitimate complaint, especially if you missed maybe like 1 or 2 games. Like, you should have a grace period only if you were injured. If you had a non-medical reason for missing games outside of maybe the birth of your child or something like that, yeah, like, that's crazy that you are just sitting out games where fans are paying good money to see you play. Like I said, in the grand scheme of things, 82 games in this era should not be that hard. Where they got guys who had off-season jobs and off-season everything else still playing 82 games.
Right.
To only have under 20 players in an entire league play 82 games is sad.
And all the technology, I think you bring up a great point, Mahl. All the technology and everything we got now, like, why can't y'all play majority of the games? We're not saying everybody got to play 82, but we're talking about 65. So for you to get an award, you only play 35, 40 games? Like, nah, bro, get out of here.
I got a question for Coach Lito before we move topics. Coach Lito. Hey, Coach, I got a question, Coach.
Coach, they call me Coach Joe, but let's go.
Coach Joe, do you think players are actually training in the off season for 82 games?
I don't know that answer because I can't really speak for what the players are really doing in the offseason because I can't speak for all of those players. I mean, they seem to be okay. Let's talk about strength and conditioning. It has evolved. Everybody has trainers, and I think that people are working out and conditioning their bodies. I just think that The air is soft. It's sad. It's really sad that this is a cause and effect. You can't be mad at the effect that you caused. So as a union, you guys were not meeting your needs. There's people who are coming to these games who are very disappointed that you're not there. And I understand that part of it. And I can also understand if you were not there for a legitimate reason. And like Marlon said, to Marlon's case, if you are injured and you're truly injured, then I understand for you to take the time off. I still don't like the rule of 65 because it affects your paycheck. So what if you are injured and you miss more than you don't play up to 65 games? You don't get to be an MVP?
Nope.
I'm not with that. But at the end of the day, what MVP didn't play almost 80 games? So that is a stat that majority of the MVPs have accomplished that 65 game mark or more. So I think they're going off track record and average that is a normal track running average for if you want to win the MVP.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not your league. You don't get to make the rules. But you do get to vote and you do get to affect the rules by how you perform. And the performance of the league, they caused this on themselves.
I mean, and to be honest, like you talking about they don't get paid. I mean, bro, you already getting millions of dollars without the incentives of getting, first NBA or whatever else that you get, the awards you get for playing 65 or more games. So, I mean, that's an excuse to me personally. You get paid more than enough money to get out here and do whatever you need to do to get your body in shape and be ready to play 82 games. Not figure out a way not to play 82 games and prolong your career. No.
And if you can't, I guess you're not an MVP.
Right.
All right.
Let's move on. For the LeBron sexuals out there, we got to make sure we tickle their fancy. Who should move on from who? Should the Lakers move on from LeBron or should LeBron move on from the Lakers? Ron, hold on.
Oh,
I know you. I saw it in your eye. I saw it. Marlon.
To be honest, I think
I
LeBron should move on from the Lakers. That was already a storied franchise before he got there. Now it seems more so like an obscurity thing where they're questioning the franchise more than they're questioning him. That franchise more so only has really been in question in that era where Kobe was hurt for a while before he came back and right after he left. Hey
Marlon, I'm not going to interrupt you. I want saucy Marlon right now.
No, I'm saying.
I want you to give them the business right now, Marlon.
Not saucy. That's crazy. I'm a cook.
He like
sauce.
Hold on.
No, I'm saying honestly, LeBron needs to go somewhere else and establish himself. Give somebody else this quote unquote Bronny super sweepstakes that's gonna go wherever he goes. Like I said, he's made his mark. He got a championship that has many people put an asterisk on it. Some people call it a harder championship, whatever. But you've done your thing there, okay? You've done a lot there. Now it just comes down to, like I said, we don't need that circus at the Lakers. Like I said, the Lakers now have shuffled how many head coaches? They don't do that. That is not a Laker thing to do for them to have this many head coaches in a short span of time.
Are you sure they're technically called head coaches?
I'm saying they're not exactly when it comes to LeBron. LeBron doesn't have head coaches. He had substitute teachers for a little bit. But
that was a good one.
At the end of the day, it's still
sheet for you guys. Just feel this and watch a movie today.
At the end of the day, it still feels like he's in charge.
Oh, that's
like I said. The only person that I now legitimately think was a head coach is Spoelstra.
Tyronn Lue,
of course. I'm just saying.
I give Lue his props.
He's still within that buffer when he had LeBron. Like I said, Spoelstra is far removed from LeBron, and he's been back to the finals twice now.
I think he got to the finals with some teams that were underperformed. Like you shouldn't even been, but That's
like,
the whole.
Jimmy Butler wills those teams into the finals.
Yeah, just imagine if he actually had enough talent on those teams.
Like I said, he's rolling the dice, and he has pretty much no bench getting to the finals.
E, who you think should leave who?
I think the Lakers should let him go so that they can move on and build a team. But I think ultimately, for LeBron, there's no good option. Like, it doesn't matter what he does for the rest of his career. I mean, his legacy or whatever you want to think about it is done. That's not going to change whether he goes somewhere else. And if he goes somewhere else, he ain't winning a chip. So the best thing for him really is to stay in the Lakers and make it work. You know, become more of a team player, take a back seat more, facilitate, be an inspiration to the team instead of trying to lead the team all the time. So I think that's the best thing he should do. But ultimately for the Lakers, move on, start to build for the future and really establish yourselves. But I don't think either one's going to make a move. They're going to stay pat. That's what I ultimately think will happen.
Can I respond to them real quick? I agree with both you guys when it comes to it's to a point where it's starting to become like a show. And that's not what the Lakers are about, right? I'm also aware that the whole you trying to play out your career till your son comes in. I don't see the Lakers going for all that. If he ain't good, I'm not putting him on the team. Two, I agree with you guys. I agree with E. I'm not sure if you clearly said this, but I know you was kind of leaning towards LeBron might go on, but I'm the Lakers. I get rid of LeBron. I move on. But it's going to be very hard because he has too much power. He can be like, I'll retire. Can't trade him. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be very difficult. But I would try to move on. Look, let's work together. This is not working.
And another reason they ain't gonna move on is because he brings so much money to them. You know, people want to come and see him. So I mean, it's a business at the end of the day.
For the love or the hate, but they still gonna want to come see him.
They're still gonna pay tickets to come to the Lakers because he's on the team. So that's another big point as to why they won't move on.
I think it's very difficult in so many ways to move on from him. But if I in a hypothetical world, if I could move on from LeBron, I would trade him for the value of getting something back and replace and build my team from here. The one thing reason why I think they need to move on from LeBron, because I think he's a cancer to the team. I think he's hurting his team more than he's helping at this point. Like every year, go around, please.
Oh no, I was letting him rock. He was making my text shorter. Keep going. Keep going.
No, I just think every year when we get to a point, the trade deadline stress, and I need more help. But when I see these kids playing, or these guys playing without you, I see them playing the basketball that they know how to play. But when you make them, it's like you take away their powers and you expect them to be strong. But you're not allowing them to play the way they need to play. You only allow you to play the way you need to play. And now that's a hindrance to everybody else. Because you're not as dominant to get away with what you were doing that way in that style. And you probably could have won more if you relied on some of these players. But the last thing, this is a little sidetrack. If his IQ was so great, why wouldn't he utilize his teammates?
Because he wants to utilize them the way he wants to utilize them.
But my thing is, I agree with you. But if you're smart, you learn, you lose a step. You said this, E. I think you said this.
Yeah.
One of you said this. You learn to take a step back. You learn to let others carry their load. Look, I'm getting older now. Look, young boy, pick that up. I can't carry it no more like I used to. You got to learn. And the thing for him to transition, if he doesn't leave, the best thing for him to do is move in the post, get off the ball, allow the young guys to run the floor.
But the only thing to that, right, is if he does come off the ball, we still need you to move. We need you to set picks. We need you to be involved, not just stand off to the side.
But the easiest way to do that would be in the post.
Hey, I'm gonna take one of Marlon's things. Can I speak?
Can I speak?
Can I speak?
Put your big hand up when you say it.
Go ahead.
You gotta put your big hand up when you say, "Can I speak?"
Can I speak? And
like you slap somebody, it's gonna hurt.
Hey, Marlon,
Punch me, don't slap me.
Yeah, y'all stupid.
Hey, we gotta work on this short. Y'all seen the movie Elf when Cuz put his hand under the door? Bah! That's him. Anyways, so I'm gonna make this short and sweet. The Lakers need to move on from LeBron. If they had the power, I would act on it now. As I recall, since he's been a Laker, he's had about so far 6 or 7 teams at the Lakers. Now, if we want to do the comparisons between him and Kobe, him and Shaq, him and Magic,
Don't start this.
you're not building anything. Teams that win championships build. You're trying to maneuver yourself to get rings. As I talked about this off air, and I'm going to bring it on air. If me and LeBron was in a competition of getting chicks, he got to buy his. He got to go to the strip club, buy his out, while I'm over here, doing the old-fashioned way, pen and paper, honey, yes or no.
You just call him a passport, bro.
I'm just saying, that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. And what gets me the most about this so-called GOAT, this so-called top 5 great, everybody else's game is the problem. He's never the problem. He's never the problem. But clearly, when he steps off the floor, the team can play better. I said this last season on Unbiased, and I was told that my basketball IQ is this. I said last year that they should run the offense through Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves' offense is conducive to everybody. Everybody moves. He knows how to get to his spot on the floor. Coach Joe, you coach this up. Everything is about getting to a spot. If you get to a certain spot, it helps everybody else out. Standing and walking around on the perimeter is not helping everybody else. You're a liability.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. He's becoming a liability on the floor, and that's not cool.
We got a lot of bills. Hey, Javon, quick. I'm gonna take the moderating thing from you. Quick take. This is all you. We don't need these scrubs. Opinions. Tighten on.
Damn, man, this is my team, bro. Don't talk about my team like that.
Doc Rivers being the coach for the East, right? The East All-Stars game. What's your thoughts?
All right, so first of all, being the coach for the Bucks in the middle of the season,
1-4.
You're hiring. Okay, look, Doc just got a job from a team. What happened? Did they not? The coach lost the locker room or something?
Yep.
Okay. Coach lost the locker room, and that's the coach you put in to replace a team that's struggling with leadership. A guy who's been struggling with leadership. So he just comes in, and now he gets to coaches the All-Star team. I don't think he deserves to coach the All-Star team. I don't think he should be coaching the All-Star team. Who doesn't the number 1 seed coach the All-Star team?
Yeah, but he won. He coached last year, the Celtics. They got a number 1 record technically.
And let him coach again.
So then it goes to the second. No, they don't allow them to coach the
so
second.
if you did it last year, the person
Right, you can't do it back to back.
So if there is a minimum game required for a postseason reward, should there be a minimum games coach?
Yes.
Coach the All-Star
I am
game?
with you on that one.
That's fair.
Because technically, he had analysts just before this happened again because he got let go from a previous coaching position.
Correct.
I mean, granted, he has an overall winning record, but he has a history of getting fired from teams. I don't know, man. He looks suspicious.
Like, I fucked it up. I broke the camera and everything.
Camera didn't move. That mic was gone.
God.
Hit it, Tiger Woods.
I'm not surprised. I seen his kicking in action. I was like, man, let me get out this elevator with him. Anyways.
Hey, strike game is vicious. Nah, I mean, I think this. I don't even know why we just wasted 3 minutes on this topic. I don't even know why this is a topic. I don't even know why he is coaching in the All-Star game. I don't know. I really don't.
It's time to talk football.
All right, let's just me and you now. It's like no, stop.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, cook.
No,
You get the
let
soundtrack,
him
right?
let him cook. All right, where is Shannon Sharp for real? You want to go with Shannon?
Are we asking this? Why are we asking this in general? Like
I can't hear. I can't hear you.
Prompted.
Oh, you got Shannon Sharp up here. Where's Sharp?
Forget Shannon Sharp. I don't want to talk about Shannon. Scratch him.
Oh, you scratch him?
Scratch him. I love
Shay
you.
Shay.
I love you. But another day.
All right. So Ron, is Greg Roman a great hire for the Chargers? And don't be biased.
I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of caught off guard. I was ready to talk about the Niners. So I got a prediction.
That's last.
That's last. All right. My unbiased opinion. As of right now, I'm going to say no until they make a decision on who's going to be their starting running back next year. If they get Saquon Barkley, I think we got something cooking to tag him up with Justin Herbert. Because getting Greg Roman, you're getting a run style offense. Now, to be clear, one more time for all my viewers, I think Justin Herbert can't flourish in this offense because he will be asked to do so little. But the thing that's been lingering with the Chargers, no matter what coordinator you get, I spoke about this about Eric Bieniemy and never talk about the O-line. Eric Bieniemy can't put heart into an O-line. Your O-line is your O-line.
Say his name again.
Eric, what I missed? I'm not messing it up. Listen, leave me alone. Anyway, to get back to Greg Roman, he can't help the fact that he got a street clothes wide receivers like Mike Williams. He can't help the fact he got a save a lot wide receiver with what's the dude name? Quentin Johnson, who likes to catch with his body. And then he can't help the fact he got a 50-year-old Keenan Allen out there running routes. He can't help it.
Your wide receiver got a hearing aid.
Chill.
He got a hearing aid?
Yeah, like your wide receiver running with a life alert on.
Yeah. So I'm just saying. So that's just my unbiased opinion. Because if they had Austin Eckler in that offense, that's a hell to the no.
Eckler could be there. He just can't be the primary bell cow. He can't be the main running back. He will be a great complementary backup running back. Yes. So I think out of all the quarterbacks, I think Justin Herbert could do. But that run game and that run style offense, you need a back. And I don't think Austin Eckler's that guy. Because me personally, I had to think about it like this, right? Who would he be first at any other organization in the NFL? And I struggled to think about it. I was like, literally someone will have to lose their job in order for him to be the premier person. I mean, Eckler could play the Cowboys. He could play for the Bills because they all the same type of dudes, third down backs.
Fair.
But what I'm gonna say this: I'm tired of seeing these third down backs trying to be utilized as full-time halfbacks. They're not Barkley. They're not Adrian Peterson. They're not. And there's nothing wrong with having two running backs. They actually will extend each other's life. If you have two good backs that you can keep for around a good time, a thunder and lightning, a pass, a pounder and a slasher, between the tackles and a third down back, that helps. But it's always good to have backs that can both do the exact same thing so that the defense doesn't scheme in. You can't catch and you can't run through the tackles. So, but I would say that Greg Roman is going to help bring some stability to their offense. and then you're going to expand your offense a little bit more. How long will like Lamar? He helped Lamar, but then he was now got to a point where he was a ceiling for Lamar. So Lamar needed to expand on his horizon and some coaching. My biggest concern is if he brings the stability and Herbert outgrows him very quick as an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, hey, that was good. That was good because I was ready. I was like my knuckles started to itch. I was like that was good. That was good. Very good, very good. You deserve a good callback, buddy. But I'm so proud of you.
You're my boy, Blue.
You're my boy.
Matter of fact, speaking of Blue, go Blue. Now you all know I want to say something. My boys win in the Super Bowl. I didn't want college. I didn't want nationals, world, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be on cloud nine. You ain't going to be able to tell me shit. I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about like I'm Cam. I'm putting my hat on, and I'm going to say, putting a big-ass hat on, and I'm going to put a scarf on, and I'm going to talk about anything I want to say.
You going to wear ascot?
Yes. I'm going to wear ascot with a bow. Matter of fact, I'm going to wear ascot with a bow. I'm going to be extra on extra.
Don't forget the glasses.
I want to say this. Cam, I appreciate Cam and his topic because it brought up so much conversation. I respect Cam as a man, regardless of what any man says. You have the experience to talk about it. I don't. You've been somewhere I've never been. So I still have to respect you. I think that he brought a great topic and it was really meaningful, but it still should be completed. It's unleft. What a game manager is, what a game record is, what I think that we can sit down and identify a lot of these players in this league because you can be both and you can be elite at one and not elite at the other. But when you're going to be a great quarterback, you're going to probably have to be good to elite in both. You have to be a game manager and you have to be a game wrecker. And there's some game wreckers who didn't have elite management. There's some elite game managers who didn't have elite game wrecking. They were just vanilla. Like they couldn't win you the game, but they didn't lose you a game. So, I mean, me personally, I think that if you really want to look at this quarterbacking thing, I'm not going to sit here and hate on nobody being called anything. You got to be a good game manager. You got to break the game and make plays when you need to. And I don't care if you run a 5.9 in the 40 or a 4.4. Sometimes you got to scramble and make plays when you need to too.
So I care. 5.9. God damn, I care. Good God Almighty. God, you know how slow that is.
If you let that 5.9 dude break for you for 10 on the third down,
that's Peyton Manning.
So hold on.
You must got a bunch of Chase Youngs on your team.
I got a question, Javon. You got to be last on this one, Javon. You got to be last. I got a question.
Right.
E, I'm gonna start with you since I caught your ass yawning. How dare you hit you in your damn friend?
It's past my bedtime.
Done, E. Look, we're almost done. E.
We're almost there.
We on last topic. Let's go.
Yeah. Last one. Javon's last. E, who you picking? What's the score? And why?
Oh, I know we're doing scores, but I'm picking the Chiefs.
Okay, doing scores.
And why? I'll give you the score last. I got to think about it.
Hold on. You stuck that in. You said the Chiefs?
Huh?
You said the Chiefs?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Keep going.
And why is you brought it up. Well, yeah, Mahomes is no brainer. But you brought this up. You said the defense has been underrated all year. But they've been winning them games. Is that you? That was you? Okay. One of y'all. Either way.
I'm about to say, hold on. Keep up with the arguments.
One of y'all brought it up. But either way, point is, the defense is legit. And they've been legit throughout this playoffs. And the Chiefs played against top defense in the Ravens. and still won. Came out. 49ers have a great defense. I think that's one of their strengths. But I think the 49ers have to bank on Mahomes and the Chiefs making mistakes in order to win. If Mahomes and the Chiefs come out and play the way we know how to play, I don't see them losing to the 49ers. So they mess around, then they'll find out. But the 49ers, even if the Chiefs mess up, still have to play a great game. So you still need a great game from Purdy in order to beat him. So I'm confident in the Chiefs doing well. Again, 49ers have to go against a top defense in the Chiefs. They showed their top defense, and I think they will perform. What, man? What?
I just want to let you know, you're being slightly disrespectful of the choice of your words. You said confident. Like, confident is a strong ass word. So, all right, get to the score. What's the score?
I'm sorry, Ron. I'm confident in Mahomes.
I
mean, look, I'm not betting against him. Hey, Ron.
Okay.
You always see me talking trash. How much you want to bet on that? Yeah, we're gonna just watch it.
Let's go.
Marlon,
but I'll go 27-21.
All right. Mahl, who you picking? What's the score and why?
Man, all right. So, in all honesty, I want the 49ers to win because you're going up against a team that starts off strong but has been finishing weak when it comes to the Chiefs. You're going to a team that kind of starts off slow but finishes strong in the 49ers. One thing that did not get put on the Chiefs last game with the Ravens was a strong run game. The 49ers going to run that ball.
True.
They got 3 to 4 guys that are going to run that ball, and they're going to run it at you. Honestly, and you got a guy with Purdy, you know what you're getting. Lamar, we thought we were going to get a different quarterback than we got last time we saw him play, but we got somebody who tried to stay and trying to disprove everything. Purdy's just going to play Purdy. So, honestly, it seems like the Chiefs, if they can't get the ball to Kelsey, that's going to crumble their whole game plan. He is the centerpiece, regardless of where Mahomes is at. If Kelsey does not get fed, I don't see them winning. But like I said, I do see a tight game, but I've been cracking up all week at this one meme these guys said, how 13 is going to be the difference in score. They say 27, 14 is going to be the score, but in favor of the Chiefs. Because it's going to be, what's 5 plus 8? 13.
13.
4 plus 9.
49. 4 plus 9 is 13. Taylor Swift's new album.
13. They said
it's from California. It's like it was a whole bunch of 13.
Yeah, this will be the 13th game for her. Yeah,
she's coming from Tokyo to Hawaii.
13 hours.
Yo, but honestly, like I said, it feels like it's almost set up for the Chiefs to win. But I do feel the 49ers are going to come in and win. I do see them dropping at minimum 20 points, at least 20-14, at minimum.
You know what
Wait, hold on. Go ahead. Mahl, you said 20-14 who?
I said 49ers. That's
49ers. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
A little more of a low scoring game.
All right. You're last.
If you're not first, you're last, Ricky Bobby.
Shit. All right.
I
got 28-17 49ers.
Ooh.
This is the reason why I got 28-17 49ers. Okay. Quick.
Well, first and foremost, betting on this prediction.
He ain't finished yet. You got to tell why.
You went first, Ron.
No,
you didn't go first.
No, yeah, he go first.
No,
you introduced you. No, you narrated. My bad. I thought you went first.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
you're gonna sit here and make me wait through this.
Me a headache.
This is terrible.
Now you know how it's go last. But anyways, 28-17. Quick things. I stand on this. I believe the Bills and the Ravens lost the game. I don't believe the Chiefs won the game. I rewatched the game of the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs from their last Super Bowl. I just remembered that Terrell Suggs got a ring and Bashaud Breeland. I said, oh my God, I forgot they were even there. But anyways, that's a take for another day. When I watched the game, I don't really see a different style of offense of Kansas City. And the other thing I really see is this. I see a lot of young pieces that was on that 49ers team, and it grew to be better. I believe Fred Warner is the best coverage linebacker in the game. And I believe he's going to cause some problems and disturbance to Travis Kelce. I think the 49ers have a defense that's going to force Kansas City to try to win the ball game with their receivers. Because if you go back and you look at the game, Travis Kelce hurts you in small ways. Very small ways. Because if you go back and look at the game, you went on ahead, you dropped 14 in the first half, and then in the second half, you only dropped 3. Why? What happened? They started shutting down the run. I think the 49ers know how to shut down this style of run, because what's been killing the 49ers is any outside plays. Kansas City's known about running the ball directly at you.
Hey,
so I don't see Kansas City trying to be somebody else. I think Kansas City is going to try to stay to who they are. So with that being said, 49ers 28-17.
Well, just to be, I'm gonna be clear on this one. I'm probably gonna be biased, okay? Just so you guys know. Don't normally just start off like that, but it's gonna be biased. So you know. Yeah, it's really gonna be biased. So I'm gonna say like 31-28 Niners. But I'm going to say I'm not confident that we're just going to win. I'm playing against Mahomes first and foremost, who I don't bet against. It's not an easy win, you know. It's not an easy night out. And if anybody, I don't care who his wide receivers are and what he didn't have all season, it's one game. And if you want anybody to win you a game or anybody to be in the game to help you win it, he's one of the best to do. So this is what I think can't happen for us to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
We can't let Pacheco run on us. I understand Ron is saying that he don't think they're going to change it up. But if your ass can't stop something, I'm going to do it. I don't care what I've been doing all season. The Lions saw what the Niners couldn't do, and they did it. The Packers was like, oh, you could do it? We're going to keep doing it. It ain't hard to toss it over to the edge and see if you can stop it. And if we ain't stopping it, it's going to be a long night. So at the end of the day, yeah, we were a great defense. We have great players on our defense. They have not been playing as a great defense this year. But if you don't notice, our run defense is now not as good as it used to be. But my secondary has been performing better. So we've been bending but don't break. We've been moving the safety out the box. I honestly think that for us to win, we got to stop the run and we have to stop Kelce. And if we don't do both of those things, I don't see how we win. And you said Kelce's not a problem. Kelce is like a razor blade.
Oh. I didn't say he wasn't a problem.
You say he had a big problem.
I say he's going to kill you slowly like a razor blade.
Yeah, but you said he wasn't a big problem. No, I'm like, he's cut here, cut here, cut here. Now you looking like I'm leaking everywhere. Mm-hmm. He kills you slowly. But my thing is, if you play zone, he's going to murder you. Because he freestyles everything. He's so gifted and so knowledgeable. He knows how to just find space in the zone. And he's
a quarterback.
They know how to find each other.
Yes, and because it's an option route, it's like it's very easy. I'm me personally, like me and Ron were talking about this offline. I mean, Fred, you're gonna have a day, and when he gets the ball, y'all gotta hit them. Y'all gotta hit them. Y'all gotta remember that we are smash mouth and they not.
People forget though, Kelce in Cincinnati is a quarterback first.
Yeah.
So he knows how to read his quarterback's mind. He knows what to think. So of course you're that chemistry space. Yeah, that chemistry is top tier.
Killer.
Think about every time you saw a quarterback turn something else. They complimented their quarterback so well. What was it? Edelman. Edelman, same thing. Kent State. He was a quarterback. He converted and then he was able to compliment Tom Brady so well. A lot of these guys, they
probably communicate well off the field. Like, they talk through things, have an understanding of how it works. It's just
Yep.
You learn their space and you learn their timing. If you learn your quarterback timing to a T and you know how to get to open space, it's almost undefeated. Look at last week, 11 targets, 11 catches.
Yeah, he was
on.
Y'all gonna have to disguise y'all's coverage in order to beat them.
Yeah.
Bingo. That's gonna be huge. E. Disguising coverages. It's going.
Hold
Yeah,
on. Hold on. Did he say that?
yes.
Disguise.
He's been doing his work.
Oh my God.
My son works.
Yeah,
He-
stupid, yeah.
Oh, you must say great
Y'all
things.
foolish, man.
He must say great things when he's tired.
Stop it, bro. I'm having a conversation with Hakeem.
Ah!
Stupid.
Stupid. Man.